In our PJs, and because it's the night before our Christmas special, right now it's time for some Studio 10 story time.
And there are many classes that you might remember reading growing up, like The Polar Express, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, The Nutcracker, A Christmas Carol, and arguably the most popular book read the night before Christmas is actually The Night Before Christmas.
Oh.
So, yeah, and there's a lot of history about the famous poem. And actually, I didn't know this until this week. Did you know it was actually called something different?
I did not know that. So that's why we're kind of diving in a little bit to have the story before it was a story.
Yeah.
So take a look at these some fun facts that we have.
Yeah, so originally it was titled A Visit, and it was anonymously published on December 23rd, 1823 in a Troy, New York newspaper called The Centennial.
Interesting.
The Sentinel.
Yes.
Sentinel.
So I think it's kind of funny because it wasn't until 14 years later, in 1837, that Clement Clarke Moore accepted credit for the poem. So he was like, you know what, I'm going to see how the town feels about this.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, wow, this is so good.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I did it.
Yeah, no hate, Clement. It's a great book.
Right, of course. But another difference, besides the title that it would have been, this is interesting. Donner and Blitzen were named Dunder and Blixen.
Blixen?
Blixen,
Dunder
yes.
and Blixen.
So after Dunder, he was called Donder because his second name changed into what we know today. So in fact, actually, in the poem, that's when all the reindeer were first named.
Yes.
I did not know that. I didn't put the two and two together. I don't know. Yeah, I thought this was really interesting. So.
Yeah, that is really interesting. I wonder how he came up with those.
Oh, the names?
You know?
Yeah.
Or how did he know? Santa had to tell him.
Oh, yeah.
Who was telling him these things?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I think we have more questions than answers today on Studio 10.
Yeah. Well, and to this day, it's a poem that many kids and even adults, like me included, read on Christmas Eve. I don't care how old I am. I could be.
You read it with your family on Christmas Eve?
Of course.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
Yes, actually, my brother read it to us last year. It was really.
Oh my
special.
gosh, it's a little Sella tradition.
It is a little Stella tradition.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, but the book is
That's the
it's
one
kind of like
from?
bent in half, and yes, there's like food.
Show us some of the graphics.
Yeah, so these pictures are just
pictures.
Absolutely beautiful. Like the reindeer, and you can see Santa, and like look at
oh my gosh,
isn't it so pretty? So
I love those.
Yep. Oh, there he is saying their names.
Oh,
Donder and Blitzen, and yeah, wow.
Look at that.
Wow.
Well, I don't read that on Christmas Eve, but I know there's some other fan favorites, especially here in Michigan. The Polar Express, of course, has ties to Grand Rapids. This one we would read a lot during Christmas time. I also brought The Legend of the Candy Cane. This one's A Special Place for Santa, and then The Little Angel. There's just so many fun Christmas stories. We want to hear what yours are. Please tell us. I think reading is a great tradition to do the night before Christmas, Christmas Eve. It's just, it's great.
It's a great way to like wind down too. Because you know,
before all the excitement.
Yeah, all the excitement. It's a perfect way to like wind down.
Yes.
So, yeah,
yes.
absolutely. And another great Christmas tradition is